Hi, everyone. This is Al Woods from Woods Recruiting. So this is part of my bio about myself. So you can read some of the information that's on the bio, but I just wanted to share my thoughts about myself. I've been in the recruiting business since August of 1989. That's where I started. And all through the 90s, it was an uphill battle, a grind, a tug of war of getting this recruiting service on track. In those days, I used to just go to games and talk to players, talk to parents, talk to coaches. That's how I got started in the Cleveland area. And then I started to branch out, and it became very fun and exciting. But the thing is, during that process, I talked to what seems like 1,000,001 people. And so when you have that many conversations with parents and the players, especially the college coaches, you gain a lot of information. You gain a real strong and powerful insight on the recruiting process. You kind of know what college coaches are looking for. You see what goes right in recruiting, what is going wrong from all prospective individuals. You see what the players are doing right, what they're doing wrong, the parents doing right and wrong, the college coaches, what they're doing right and wrong, why some of these programs fail and succeed. So I have been able to gain a huge amount of knowledge in the recruiting process just from the conversations. I mean, it's amazing what you can find out if you just shut up, listen, ask a few questions, listen some more, and ask more questions. It's amazing the kind of information you can obtain. When I was running my recruiting service and I had these conversations with the parents, they were struggling to try to make sense of the process. They didn't get much help. There wasn't much information for them to decipher where it made sense to them. They turned to their high school coach, and some of the coaches were helpful. Some of them weren't helpful. Some of them didn't care. Some of them just didn't want to be involved in the process. And the frustration on the parents' behalf continued to grow. This is why today, in today's high school and youth sports, you see a lot of turnover in coaching, especially at the high school level, where the coaches, at the conclusion of a season, you're going to see it at the end of football season, at the end of basketball, at the end of any season, a flood of coaches decide to get out of coaching or decide to step down from that position because it's the parents. It's a tug of war that I've seen for all my years of being in this business. It's a battle, even all the way back to when I was in high school. You know, the parents, they wanted to beat down our high school basketball coach because of a bad decision he made in a game. So this is always going to be this way. It's getting worse because more eyes are on it, because we have social media. People can vent their frustrations, share their thoughts and opinions, share video, call people out. There's a lot more you can do on social media, message boards, blogs, YouTube, and etc. Plenty. So this is the state of recruiting these days. And I have heard the conversation for years. And so I'm going to share my thoughts and opinion on this website about what I have heard, what I have seen, what I have learned. I grew up a huge sports fan. I'm old enough to have seen Willie Mays play in person. We used to live near San Francisco back in the late 1960s. So we actually saw Willie Mays play. And then I saw him play again when he was playing with the New York Mets, and we lived in New Jersey. It was on TV this time. So I grew up a big sports fan. We played all the sports growing up as kids. We played football, baseball, basketball. We even played street hockey, and that was fun. So I understand sports. I have a great deal of passion for sports. My Mount Rushmore for basketball has always been Kareem, Dr. J, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird. when it came to basketball, and basketball was my passion. And that's when I started my recruiting service. That was the first sport I wanted to focus on only, was basketball. Actually, the first student athlete I ever placed in college was a 6'7" basketball player from the west side of Cleveland. And I met that kid at the YMCA. I was in the Y working out, so was he. We made eye contact, struck up a short conversation, played some games of one-on-one basketball. I thought the kid was a college kid. And come to find out, he had just graduated from high school 2 months prior to my meeting, which was in August of 1989. And he wanted to play ball in college, but nobody helped him get recruited. This kid was 6'7". He had some size. You know, he was pretty solid. And so I helped him. And within 10 days, I got him placed into a community college in town. And I said, wow, this was amazing. So from there on, I decided to help as many kids as I could. So in those early years of my recruiting service, I didn't charge anyone anything. I just worked for free because I wanted to learn the business, and I wanted to make sure that I could do it, that I could actually help people. And so that's kind of how I started out with recruiting. But it was just getting down in it, you know, going to games, talking to parents, hearing their frustrations and concerns about the process, and wanted to offer my insight, my knowledge, my expertise, you know, whatever experience I had at the time, I wanted to give and help. And that's what I did. And so that's the knowledge I bring to this venture now with the new direction of this website. You know, we're gone from recruiting to now giving knowledge. So everything is going to be given away, whatever I know. So feel free to read the information that we share, leave a comment, subscribe to our email list. That's free. The content will be free. Maybe down the road we'll have something that you can purchase, a book or something that we put together. I'm not sure yet, but for now, pretty much everything will be free. We may do some products. You know, I'm really big into the shoes, Nikes, and all of that. So we might do some stuff like that. So there's a lot of things I want to do with this. We're going to have a podcast for parents where they can ask their question and get it answered on our podcast. So there's a lot of things we're going to do. So thank you so much. And let's just, let's help each other. Let's help each other where we can help others. If your comment that you leave could be some information that a parent or student athlete could use, could inspire them. You know, you may leave a comment on something I wrote. And, you know, so think about it that way. Okay. So your opinion is welcome, you know, and so let's have fun with it. So this is Al Woods of Woods Recruiting. Thank you so much.